Hello and welcome to News Analysis. You are watching Skill U News English. This is me Rakesh Kumar. Let us begin with the important news of last week. Recently in a horrific train collision, about 288 people were died and over 1000 were injured. So let us begin with the understanding of Kavach system. What is Kavach? The Kavach is an indigenously developed automatic train protection system by the Research, Design and Standard Organization in collaboration with the Indian industry. It is a state-of-the-art electronic system with safety integrity level 4. So if it had happened with the train systems, then we should have avoided this incident. Let us go through the critical news, that is a critical juncture in Manipur. We have seen since last 2 or 3 months there has been a disputed area between Manipur as well, we have seen, and the community between Kukis and Meiteis. Kukis has already enjoying the status of ST, but Meiteis are not enjoying. So Meiteis are demanding for the status of ST. So there are also in response a New Valley based Meitei community staged a rally urging for protection of the state's territorial integrity. So if I'll say it's a historical background and what the reason behind it, it is not the fact that it is a new era where all the ST and SC or even all the community are going to interrupt with each other, but it's a last 50 years history. Let's begin another news, that is logical equation of government with states. It is about the sedition. So if I'll refer, that is the IPC, Indian Penal Code, section 124A, that describes it was the time when we were the colony of Britishers. At that time it was imposed before independence in 1870. So right now sedition an offense against government, not country. There are many politicians or the political thinkers who believe the law of sedition in India has a long and infamous history. Section 124A was incorporated in the Indian Penal Code in 1870. The purpose was to suppress the voice of Indians who spoke against the British Raj, as the government did not want any voice and protest. So right now the Law Commission has also submitted its report. So look enough will be clear what we go through sedition laws. And now the time of India is rising globally, not as a 5 trillion USA dollar, but the economy has also growing up. Apart from fifth of that is the India-US review export control regulations has also been discussed. India and the US placed to streamline their exports control regimes for critical technologies at the inaugural India-US Strategic Trade Dialogue, that is also known as IUSSTD. IUSSTD focuses on ways in which both government can facilitate the development and trade and technology. Well, India has been emerging as a global nation, so international trade has a carbon problem also, and India has also participated as a country. So let us analyze the news. The European Union's key climate law, the Carbon Border Adjustment Mechanism (CBAM), has frightened India. New Delhi fears that CBAM will cripple the export of its carbon-intensive products to the EU, that is European Union. And what is the Carbon Border Adjustment Mechanism? EU adopted the CBAM, that is Carbon Border Adjustment Mechanism, based on GHG to buy the sell these emissions among themselves. So WTO consistency, what the WTO says about it. A cornerstone principle of WTO law is non-discrimination. Thus, countries are required to accord equal treatment to like products irrespective of their country of origin, and to treat foreign-made like products as they treat equally. Okay, let us begin the news that is currently very one of the hot news, that is dealing with deep fakes. Deep fake is something that a machine has produced using deep learning and which contains false information. The way deep fakes distort reality and attempt to persuade us that something false is true. For example, the wrestlers protesting peacefully in New Delhi were taken to the ground, arrested and boarded in a van to keep them from disrupting the inauguration of the parliament building. Shortly after, a photo appeared to show four of the wrestlers posing with wide smiles for a selfie in the van. Although it was the wrong information and it was a deep fake video. Well, we are growing as a developed nation in upcoming years. It is estimated by 2047, and by 2070 we are going to have zero carbon emissions. But nowadays also there is a different news which are running through the Indian market, like that is known as manual scavenging. Right now only 508 districts in country are free of manual scavenging, ministry report said. Despite stating over the past few years that manual scavenging had been eliminated in the country, and the only remaining threat was the hazardous cleaning of sewers and septic tanks. So first I will analyze what the manual scavenging is. Manual scavenging is the things when a person cleans its human excreta, and it clean the septic tanks by his hands. So it is going to be a considered news where we are going to be as a developed nation, but still we are following the traditional one. So only 508 of the 766 districts in the country have been declared free of manual scavenging. If I'll say the ministry report, senior ministry officials have differentiated manual scavenging from the hazardous cleaning of sewers, mentioning that the surveys conducted in 2013 and 2018 identified all existing manual scavengers, nearly 58,000, and hence manual scavenging no longer existed in the country. So there are many schemes and mechanisms. So let us talk such mechanism. To incentivize mechanization, machinization, the scheme also provided for capital subsidies. Means scavengers will not do these things, but the machines will handle it, and their work and become impaneled with the local body concerned. So it is a deep concern that even today there are so many manual scavengers, but it is the right time where technology has emerged as a globally, so we can use technology as cleaning human excreta as well as septic tanks. Thank you for watching Skill U News English.